Have you ever looked at your military super statement and went, what does this actually mean? Your military super isn't just one thing. It's a few different parts bundled under one name, I guess. And only some of these working parts are able to be controlled by you. That's really important to understand. This video keeps it simple, and what your member benefit is, what your ancillary benefit is, and what your employer benefit is, and what it turns into. And that's the one part where your choices generally make a difference. And an honest answer to a question most people never ask out loud. Should you expect your balance to always go up? And will this actually happen? Most people picture super as one pot of money quietly growing in the background. Military super doesn't work like that, it's different. Some of it grows on a formula and there's nothing for you to decide. And some of it is your own money in the market, and that part you control completely. Knowing the difference is the whole game. I served 20 years in the Royal Australian Navy for a medical discharge, and I built National Service Financial because schemes like these get treated like ordinary superannuation schemes, and they're not. Starting with the part that's most clearly yours. 1, your member benefit, your money invested. Your member benefit is the straightforward one. It's the 5 to 10% of your pay that you elect and goes into your super each fortnight, plus the investment earnings on top of that. This is real money in an account invested in the market. It grows and shrinks depending on how those investments perform and the broader markets. And here's the important bit, the one to hang on to. This is the part you can actually control. We'll come back to it, but this is the punchline of the whole video. Number 2, your ancillary benefit, the extra you choose to add. Your ancillary benefit is simply your voluntary top-ups, such as salary sacrifice from your before-tax pay, extra contributions from your after-tax pay, and money you roll in from other super funds. It behaves like your member benefit, invested, moving with the market, with one difference worth knowing. It can only ever be paid out as a lump sum, never as a pension. Good to know. And one myth to kill while we're here. A lot of people think that 10% is the most that you can put into your super. It's not. You can actually go up to the cap. 10% is just the cap on your compulsory contribution from defence. The ancillary side is exactly how you go beyond that. Number 3, your employer benefit. This becomes your pension. This is important. Your employer benefit is the big one, and it works completely differently to the other two. You don't contribute to it, and you don't invest it. It is worked out on a formula, your years of service, and your final average salary indexed. The longer you serve, the bigger it gets. And when you finish up, it becomes a lifetime pension, indexed to keep pace with the cost of living. So there's nothing really for you to do in this instance, and nothing sitting in the market bouncing around. Essentially at this time, it's not your money in a fund. It's a defined benefit pension with MSBS for life, and that's a good thing. It's just not a lever you get to pull anytime you want. So where do your choices actually matter? Here's the punchline. Your employer benefit is fixed by formula. No choice, nothing to invest. But your member and ancillary benefit, the invested parts, sit in a default investment option, usually balanced as default from the day you joined. And most people have never once changed it or even looked or knew it existed. And that's where your attention belongs, because it's the only part where a decision you can make actually changes the outcome. The right investment option for someone in their 20s with decades ahead of them isn't the same as the right for someone who may be about to retire. Sitting in a default you never actively chose isn't automatically wrong, but it's worth checking it still suits you, because unlike your pension, this part is yours to steer at no cost whenever you want. So the one job from this, log into your CSC account and find out which option your member benefit is actually invested in. If you're not sure which option suits where you are in life, that's a genuinely personal call. This video is designed as a map, not the personalized route. Stephen and I walk through exactly this kind of thing in every episode of the Military Money podcast. It's linked below, and following it costs you nothing. Should you expect your balance to go up in your super, and will it always go up? This is the question nobody really asks out loud, so let's answer it honestly. The invested parts of your super, your member and ancillary benefit, will not go up every single year, I'm sorry to say. Some years they'll grow, some years they'll fall, and that isn't a fault, and it is a sign of anything's broken. It's just what the money market does in the long term. Over a long enough stretch, it has historically trended upwards, but the path there is bumpy, and anyone who promises you a straight line up, they're just not being straight with you. Your employer benefit is different again. It's not in the market. It grows on your service and gets indexed, steady by design. So here's the honest expectation. Don't expect your invested balance to climb in a nice, neat line, and don't panic in a down year. Expect ups and downs on the invested side. and let how close you are to retirement or needing the money decide how much of that bumpiness you should be signed up for in the first place. This is the whole reason your investment choice matters. Are you willing to put up with the volatility? One note if you're in ADF Super. Quick one for anyone who joined from July 2016. You're in ADF Super, not military super. It's simpler. There's one invested balance and no defined benefit. There's an employee benefit turning into a pension. The last part matters. An MSBS member's employer benefit becomes a lifetime pension automatically. Their retirement income is built in. An ADF Super member doesn't get that. And right now, you also can't switch your ADF Super balance into pension phase inside CEC. If you want an income stream in retirement, you currently have to move your money to an alternative provider that offers one. Legislation may change that down the track, but for now, plan around how things stand today and not how they might look later. So simply, your member benefit is your money, invested and topped up. Your ancillary benefit is the voluntary extra paid out as a lump sum. Your employee benefit becomes your lifetime pension, and it isn't something you invest in or you choose. The one place your choices really count is the invested side. So check it actually suits you, and know your balance won't always go up. The invested part moves both ways, and that's completely normal. If even one of these things that I've raised in this video is new to you, that's exactly why this channel exists, to explain to our military community how to understand their financial matters. Follow military money so our next video finds you automatically. And if you'd rather have your own numbers looked at than work off, I guess, a general example, the details of how to contact us are in the description. But stay tuned. Next up, whether to salary sacrifice at all, when it pays off and when it doesn't, because that one's worth its own video.